Hey, all right, back with another leg day. We're starting off way more consistent now for sure. Like I'm tired of like not posting lifts because of they're bad, right? So this leg day was like I wouldn't say like bad, but I didn't have a squat pattern in this leg day only because I stubbed my toe like really bad earlier today, and it literally hurt. Whenever I tried to do like a squat or something, the only squat I could do is Bulgarian squat because at least I could have like a little bit of pressure on my heels and like not have it shift to my toes and stuff like that. So I was able to make it work on Bulgarians, but I was like falling a little more on Bulgarians and I was a little bit more like unbalanced, and I ended up doing those the second set. And bro, like this shows to show that like if you just keep training hard, like you will get to the point that you want to be at. Because I remember the first at-home leg that I ever posted on this channel, which was like 2 sessions ago literally, was I tried to do the weight I did this today for like my fresh top set on Bulgarian squats. I did 52.5 pounds on each dumbbell, so basically 105, right? So I tried to do that my first ever leg day session at home, and I couldn't even get it for a rep. Like I couldn't even get it for a rep. Like my balance was off, my form was absolutely garbage, and I couldn't get it at all. But now we just did that weight that we failed on that first at home session in this session, but on the second exercise. So we did it fatigued, and it was way better form. The only thing I need to work on is like my left leg, like the one that's planted, cause that one I seem to lose balance with more. It's not cause of muscle imbalances or anything like that. I think it's just form and like where I have my foot placed. Cause I don't know, it just feels more comfortable on my right leg than it does on my left. But I'm gonna like try to perform my best on both, obviously, because if not, then you will actually have like some muscle imbalances like come later on if you don't fix that. But yeah. Bro, this leg extension set took like 3 minutes. Every single leg extension set in this video took like 3 minutes, bro. Like it was long as hell. So, and it's because we can't really apply that much weight on leg extensions. Like that one session where I told y'all I'm gonna start putting the plates on the top. Like I tried to do it this session, but what's it called? It literally just felt weird, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it just felt weird. So I just did it with this weight. I did it the second set right here too. Bro, like this set was long. So honestly, I'm kind of glad it's long so I'm able to like spit some more like knowledge and like the position I'm in and how I train and this and that, right? So one thing I do want to go over as well is like it's not even about my split or like anything of that nature, right? So this is just like something I'll say. Like, if you just train hard, bro, train hard every single time you work out, every single time you enter the gym, every single time you do a push-up on the floor, just make sure you give your 100% on every single rep. And if you think going to the gym is the only thing that matters, like in order to progress in strength gains, muscle gain, minimizing fatigue, maximizing progressive overload, like you're wrong, because there's a lot more factors that come into it. And I used to think the same way the first time I started training, and it caught up to me. It really did. It really catched up to me, right? And why I say that is because there's a bunch of little factors at play that determines whether you have a good or a bad session, right? So the things that you do outside of the gym matter like way more than the session itself most of the time, right? Because you can have the best form possible, you could have had the best arm day, and then the next arm day it could just be completely terrible, right? You didn't progress on anything, you may have regressed, right? But it's literally all little factors that come into play when that happens, right? It's either your split is like horrible, so you're like terrible at minimizing your fatigue, so your next session is just absolutely horrible, right? Or you got no sleep, you didn't hydrate before your lift, you didn't carb up before your lift, you didn't eat enough, you didn't get your protein in, you didn't get your nutrients that you're supposed to, or you just in general just weren't feeling it, right? Because I've had sessions where I was like not motivated or motivated, right? And obviously your motivated lifts are going to be way better than your non-motivated lifts because you're just motivated to move that weight up. Like you're motivated to be there. And this was honestly one of those sessions where I wasn't even motivated or not motivated. Like I was just in the middle. I was like, this is what I enjoy doing, and I'm gonna show up every day, and I'm gonna give it my all no matter what, whether it's a bad session or a good session, because that is what builds character. That's what builds you. If you show up on days where you don't feel like lifting and you perform your hardest, imagine how you're gonna perform on your best days. Like, just imagine, right? Because I've had sessions where it's just completely horrible, right? Let's say I regressed on a movement, because this happened before. I have regressed on a movement before. Well, I wouldn't say regressed as in weight, but in reps, yeah, because it was just a bad lift. Like, I either got a lack of sleep, I didn't eat enough, I didn't carb up or fuel or hydrate enough before my lift, and it just went horrible. But then the next session, when I did get enough sleep, when I got my 8 hours, when I carved up before my lift perfectly, I timed my carbs and I hydrated and I ate enough, my lift went good. So that's what I think people need to start taking into account more, because it's like, if you just show up to the gym, that's good, right? Obviously you want to show up no matter what, but you want to try to maximize your performance as much as possible, because that's how you progress the best, right? And fastest way. And when I say fastest, I don't mean like rushing it, right? Because if you try to rush your progress, it's not gonna go well, bro. Like y'all see this right now. I've only been posting for like 3 weeks, right? I've seen progress. Don't get me wrong. I've seen progress. I'm not rushing my progress though. Like I started lifting knowing that this is gonna take a long time. I started lifting knowing that I really enjoy this and I'm passionate about this. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep doing what I enjoy, because why not, right? So that's just the type of mindset I have, and I feel like others should incorporate that as well into their training, because I feel like that's a very important thing, to always show up no matter what. Never give up under any circumstances. You know, even show up while you're sick, even show up on your worst days, even show up like if something tragic happened to you, like always show up, always be there, because those weights will always be there for you when nobody else was, right? So always keep this metal, these weights, these dumbbells, these barbells always next to you at all times, because this is the one thing that won't leave you. The ground is not going to leave you, right? Nothing's going to leave you. If you ever want to take your anger out on something, if you ever want to, you know, get out some energy, like working out is there, right? Cardio is there, right? The things that you hate doing is there, right? If you start doing the things that you hate doing, you just build this mental stage in your mind where it's like, I'm going to do whatever the hell I hate, but it's going to have a good benefit in the end no matter what, right? Because I used to be a very lazy person. Like, I used to be extremely, extremely lazy person, right? Until I realized that I genuinely needed to make a change in my life, right? And this was like before high school, right? When I like went into high school, it was like, yeah, I'm locked in. Now I'm locked in, right? But before, I was extremely lazy. I didn't make my bed. I didn't clean my room. Like, it was nothing. Like, I didn't work out as much. I was like kind of chubby as well. And I had nothing to do with working out, right? And one thing that also helped me was martial arts. Like, martial arts and working out and like lifting weights will always be like my top 2 things in the world that I'm passionate about. Always. Like, that it will always be top 2 most passionate things I love doing, like my hobbies. Like, no matter what. You can't change my mind on that, because I just feel like martial arts and lifting weights just have this thing that flip a switch in you, and it's like you either need to do this or like you're not worth it. That's just how I thought about it at first, right? And what created that mindset was honestly my instructors. My instructors, like one of my instructors always pushed me. So that's what also built my mental. And I would say wrestling too, but wrestling was like more of a, because the wrestling team I was in, it wasn't the best, because they would always make us run and do like so much cardio where like to the point where we couldn't even wrestle. But like the mental fortitude was definitely built there as well. Like it was definitely built there as well. But I had already a good mindset before wrestling anyway. I feel like Taekwondo is what built that, because I was there for a very long time. I went through excruciating workouts, excruciating cardio, and it built my mind up for sure. And it got me out of that hole of being extremely lazy. And also like getting closer to God and, you know, reading the word and praying to the Lord. And honestly, I should start reading the word more. Like, I'm not going to lie to y'all and tell y'all I read the word every day and I pray every day and do this and that, because I'm not an angel, right? I'm not going to act like I'm the best person on this earth that knows everything that I'm doing, because I'm not. I'm not perfect, right? The only perfect man that ever roamed this earth is God, right? So that's what I will tell y'all for sure. Like, don't aim for perfection, aim for consistency, and just do what you love doing and always show up no matter what. Because I'm telling you right now, if you absolutely loved what you were doing, you would show up no matter what. You would show up every single day, even on your worst days, and give it your 100%, right? And sometimes you can love what you do, and then you'll show up and give it 90%, 80%, 70%. Maybe you might not even go at all and you still love what you do, right? But for me, it's the opposite. Like, if I have a super bad day, whether it's at school, and if I did bad on a test, if I didn't carb up, if I didn't fuel properly, if I'm already feeling down, I'm going to still show up. Like, whether it's at home, whether it's the gym, whether I don't even want to, like back then when I didn't have weights, because I just got this equipment, I would just do push-ups, spam push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, anything, right? And that's what builds you as a character. That's what develops you as a person. So if you really want to find a way out and you're not already lifting or working out or staying consistent with something, I believe that you should start now. Because the later that you start, it's like, why would you start later instead of starting now? Like, just start now. The benefits that you'll get in a year from now will be astronomical. Like, it'll literally be astronomical, right? I'm just looking back. I'm looking back. Like, I'm telling y'all, I'm looking back before I started posting. I remember I went to the gym for like a month, right? And I wasn't taking it seriously. I didn't know what I was doing. I was changing up my split so much. I was changing up my reps so much, my sets, my rest times, etc., right? It was like every single day. And when I tell y'all, I couldn't even curl 15 pounds for reps. And this was, mind you, this was like 2 or 3 months ago. Now I'm over here curling the 35s. I'm going to move on to the 40s soon. And I'm training extremely hard. I found my split. I found what works best for me. And I'm staying consistent with it. Right? There's a time for everything. And I feel like everybody needs to find that. Once you find that, take advantage of it. And be the absolute best version of yourself that you can. Right? Because I'm telling y'all right now. I'm telling y'all. I cannot stress this enough. Like, y'all seen the thumbnail in my last video. Those pictures were taken like... It might have not even been 3 months. It was probably like 2.5 months ago. Right? Those pictures were taken 2.5 months ago. And... Not pictures. The one to the right... with more muscle, obviously, was taken like probably a week ago, right? And if y'all just see that, and I've only been training seriously for a month and a half, just imagine what's more to come. Just imagine the progress that's just waiting for me, right? By the end of this year, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all are gonna see so much progress, right? If you stay consistent with something, because I'm gonna stay consistent with YouTube, and I'm gonna stay consistent with posting. I'm gonna get more traction. I'm definitely going to be stronger. I'm going to get bigger. And I'm just going to be better than the person I was yesterday. And that's just how simple it is, right? And I really just yapped this whole video. but I feel like I really spit y'all some knowledge. So anybody that really watched the full way through, I appreciate you. And I'm gonna catch y'all on Monday on our chest and back day. And it's gonna be crazy because we are dipping. Pull up bar station is arriving tomorrow. We're gonna build it, and then we're gonna do some weighted dips tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, on Monday. So anyway, I'll catch y'all. Let's go.